Morning. Let's try that again. Morning. It's not even that early. Early enough for me to sound like a man and not know what's happening. It's 9:41. I've been up since around 9 or so. I've been working later lately, so I've been starting work and getting up later than normal. Yeah, I don't know what kind of vlog this is gonna be. I just randomly decided to do it today, mainly because I'm leaving the house. I don't know if that is me being part of the problem. Excuse me, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And to be 100% honest, I'm not watching the news because, well, A, we all know I used to do that for a living. And B, I just feel like a lot of it is, I don't know if it's intent. Well, I would like to think that they're not intentionally trying to scare people, or if people are just going to be like, they're going to hear this one story and then it's, you know what I mean? So I don't need help being paranoid about this situation. I heard some girl say in her video that if you say the C word, not that C word, the other C word, that apparently YouTube is doing something. I don't get that many views anyway, so I don't think I need to be worried about it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So all of that to say what? Oh, I'm leaving the house. I have to go. I don't have to, but there has been a recall on my airbag for longer than I like to admit. I made an appointment for today before all the madness. I was going to just deal with it if my appointment got canceled. In light of everything, it did not. So I was like, okay. So, and I figured I'm risking it anyway, because I can risk it and drive around in my car and God forbid get in a car crash and then something goes wrong with my airbag. Or I can risk it by going out in the world and, you know. So, either way, we just have to say a quick prayer and hope for the best. But I'm definitely practicing social distancing. I've been practicing social distancing since 1983. But yeah, I've been working from home for, I don't even know how long. I feel like I've lost count. It's been maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. I've been wearing so many, you know how you go to certain businesses and they have t-shirts? So yesterday I had on my old orthodontist t-shirt. The day before that I had on my old chiropractor's t-shirt. The day before that I had on my old t-shirt from college. Like, I'm wearing so many different random ass t-shirts. It's hilarious. I had on my old cheerleading t-shirt one day. I had a Don't Stop the Violence I'm literally just going through my collection of random ass t-shirts, because I literally have, the most I've been doing lately is going to my mailbox. But again, I was doing this before. So some of my coworkers are complaining like, I miss seeing you guys and I miss being in the office. I'm an extrovert. And I'm over here like, I'm good. I'm so good.
Welcome to the audio conferencing center. Please enter a conference ID followed by pound. You are now joining the meeting.
Yeah, and her graduate degree is consulting.
She's so beautiful. I want it, I want it, I want it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Whew, child. It is, I don't even know what time it is. Hold on, I'm trying to get my life together and leave this place. I was supposed to get in my car and immediately disinfect, but then there was this guy talking and I'm like, sir, you're distracting me. So I brought these from home. And yeah, we about to wipe it down. I look like ass randomly. Well, no, not random. But it is 1:50. I have a meeting in 10 minutes. I got to the car dealership at 11:15. That was when my appointment was. And yeah, we're just now leaving. So that is no bueno. I'm a little frustrated, not only because of how long I had to wait, but because y'all know how it is. If you have a car, you go in. Oops. Yep, you go in for one thing. Like for me, I went in. Why is my life a mess? Why can't I get my life together? You know how it is if you have a car. You take it in for one thing, and then they come out with a fuck ton of shit that you need to get done. So I went in because I think I already told y'all there was an airbag. There was a recall on my airbag. Yeah, I ain't do that. There was a recall on my airbag, and you know, bring it in, we'll fix it for free. Old girl told me that it was only gonna take.
Stay to the left at I-285 West.
Old girl told me it was only gonna take, she said, an hour and a half tops. I already told y'all what time it was, and I got there at 11 o'clock. So that survey says that was a lie. So anyway, something about a oil filter gasket, some bullshit. I wrote it down. And she said I need new brakes, which I knew that because last time I went and got something done in my car, I got front brakes and they were like, yeah, eventually you'll need back brakes. You're good for now, but it is going to be something that you'll have to deal with, obviously. I have been hearing squeaking, so I figured those are my back brakes letting me know they needed attention. She said I needed an alignment. And so whatever the bullshit was with the oil thing and alignment, brakes, and all I heard was $, $. That's all I saw was all my makeup money going away. But no, I am about to go on a no-buy. But I also got frustrated because, and I didn't tell you guys this in my get ready with me, because it really doesn't matter, but since we're talking about cars and money, I had to fucking pay Safe Flight $300 because I had a fucking crack in my windshield. You know how it is, you're driving and you're behind a truck and you hear like something hit your windshield. That's happened to me on more than one occasion, but I've never seen whatever. I had a crack in my windshield, and $300 and some change later, Safe Flight fixed it. It was very painless in every other way but financially. Like, old boy comes, he sees the damage, he takes some pictures, gets your VIN number. I filed a claim through my insurance, but I still think I was responsible for it because I hadn't met my deductible. I don't understand that. In that way, I'm terrible at adulting with deductibles and shit, and I guess the rule is if you haven't met your deductible, then anything up until your deductible is your responsibility financially. I don't fucking know. I feel like I should know that shit by now because of health insurance, but I don't. So all of that to say, I had to spend that much money on Safe Flight, and then they trying to give me, she's like, oh, well, we're having a deal. Well, bitch, unless that deal is free, it ain't no deal. And I'm like, I've already been here for hours and you're trying to add on these extra things that I supposedly need. Nah, fam. So I'll deal with that at some point. I don't even know. Random. Here are shows that I suggest to you during these unprecedented, I'm so sick of hearing that word, during these unique times. 4 Weddings and a Funeral. That is on Hulu. Little Fires Everywhere, that is also on Hulu. High Fidelity, also on Hulu. Netflix, I'll go ahead and throw out Love is Blind, but I'm super late to that. I haven't been watching much of it. I've been watching reruns of Scandal on Netflix. I have been rewatching Insecure because they are coming back in what, about 2 weeks, give or take? So I've been rewatching the entire series. I'm on season 2. Okay, I'm over here like I got a bunch of suggestions. I don't. Do y'all have any suggestions for shows that I can watch? I've been watching 60 Days In. The usual, my 600-pound life. I'm loving Before 90 Day Fiance, Before the 90 Days. I was loving Love. Is it Life After Lockup? It's Life After Lockup. That comes on WeTV. But they had their season finale last Friday, so I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do on Friday nights now. While I have you, because I was texting her, I realized something that I didn't remember in my last video. And that was, so I was talking to you guys about how trips are being canceled everywhere, and how I had 4 trips planned and that they are either canceled, maybe canceled, or whatever. And how 2020 was supposed to be my year to travel, whatever. So one of the trips I already mentioned was to Birmingham. My sister and I were going to take a trip to New York, which is still doable, but I don't know if we'll be able to go, like basically around the time when we plan to go, it's still gonna potentially interfere with this madness. So either we won't go or we'll end up pushing it back. I'm not going to New York after, I want to say October. I don't know when it gets cold there, but I don't do cold. So yeah, so maybe we'll be able to figure that out. I don't know. I had a business trip planned in July to go to St. Louis, which, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll still happen. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. And then my 4th trip was still TBD. I was thinking of maybe taking a trip the day after Christmas and just staying wherever it is I was going to go until 2021. That was the plan. So those were the 4 trips that I had planned this year. Hello. I guess you can say I'm attempting to risk it all today. I just wanted to get out and get some air, and I placed an order at Target, so I gotta go pick that up. So I'm going to Target and going to attempt to stay 6 feet away from everybody while I do that. All right, we have been in and out of Target. I have one more stop to make. I should beat my shipped delivery person before they make it to my house. Oh, I have a random thought. As much as I love staying in the house, I just realized by me staying in the house all day, that's air conditioning, that's electricity. Basically, I'm just thinking of how high my bills are going to be because they're relatively low because, you know, it's just me, and then, you know, I go to work and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I leave the house and go amongst civilization, but now I'm like, wait, I've barely left the house in days, and all I see is my power bill and my gas bill. That makes me sad. Life is so weird now. It's just weird. there's this little gif out here, this little girl who gets up and you can tell that she's still tired and she just ain't with the shits. And it's like my mood when I realized I gotta go from the bed to the couch. And that's kind of how I feel. Like, I mean, yeah, I hated getting up early and ooh, bright light. I hated getting up early and going, you know, to work and having to be all good morning, like super early. I get that, but this again, from the bed to the couch thing is a different type of. It's just a different type of situation that I'm not. I don't know, man. It's different. It's different. It's Wednesday. I'm shocked that I know that, but it's because I'm ready for Friday. Like, despite whether I'm working from home or the office, I'm ready for Friday. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm supposed to be off next week, and I say supposed to be because people be trying to play, and I'm like, people will riot if you do not let us off because of this mess. We have been doing this for 3 weeks straight. Back up and give us our week. Sorry, I got in my feelings for like 5 seconds. But yeah, so I'm just ready for Friday so I can be off. I was supposed to be off on Friday. I put in that time off before all this craziness happened, but I feel I'm that type of person. I hate having a conscience sometimes because, again, I put in to be off. It was approved. And then the whole world shit the bed. And now I'm like, well, fuck. I would feel bad knowing that if I'm not there, my responsibilities fall on someone else and they have their own shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be like, look, I know I put in, you approved me, but I'm going to work. But I will come back and collect. Please believe me. She will be back and be like, remember that day that... Yeah, I'm not going to forget that they owe me. So my window is open and I don't know if you can see, but the wind is blowing. It looks like the breeze is amazing and I can't feel it. That's what she said. So a part of me said, you know what? Let's open the door, because that's what I've done in the past. And if you're not familiar here, that's what I've been doing. Even though I run the risk of my inside smelling like outside. Let me know if you know what it means for something to smell like outside. You know, the breeze is nice. I don't have to turn on the AC. It's not hot out. You know, it's a beautiful day. So something happened the other day that led me to not want to open my door today. Quick little story time. Super quick. There was a hornet? Wasp? I don't know. Something that stings and flies was in here the other day. I heard it buzzing in my blinds, but it just didn't, for whatever reason, my brain was just like, nah. And then I saw it and I was like, bitch! And it was a mess. I don't have a fly swatter. I had to find some bug spray that wasn't for that particular type of bug, but it still killed it. I got it out and I flushed it. And I was thinking, how on earth could this have possibly gotten into my residence? You're about to find out. So, moral of the story. Sorry, you can't see me. Moral of the story. These mofos are camped out. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back there. Just, they're camped out on my roof thing. Don't know what you call it. And that is how Shumuriel, that mofo, managed to fly his butt right into your apartment. And I guess was trying to get out because he got stuck in the window, which is how I discovered his presence. And again, he was making noise. And he met his fate. So, Ain't gonna be no more open doors. I don't care how nice of a breeze it is. I don't have any, because there's a specific type of bug spray for flying insects that goes far. Yeah, basic old raid ain't gonna do that. You need the kind for the aviators. Am I using that right? The ones that fly. I'm not sure if this is allowed or not. I'm just bored. Wanted to get out of the house. It's a pretty day. So I'm going for a walk. And I don't know if you can see or hear the cars, but people are still out here in these streets. Not streets, streets with a K. So I'm going to walk until I don't feel like walking anymore, or until it's no longer safe in terms of sidewalks. Hopefully you can hear me. Just listening to a podcast, getting some steps in, getting some air, and trying to get some sanity and clear my thoughts. So that's Saturday. That's where the Braves play. And you can't see me. Hold on. Does Fenty make sports bras? I need to look into that because I kind of feel like a traitor wearing the current sports bra I'm wearing. It's 6:20. I just got in from a walk. I left the house at 5:30, so pretty decent walk. I listened to a whole 45-minute or so podcast. Ratchet and Respectable. So that's the name of the podcast. But yeah, it was good to just get out. Beautiful day. Lots of people outside walking, be it their kids, their dogs, or by themselves. Some people had masks on, some people did not. And it was just good to get out of the house. I think this is the first time I've left the house since okay, what day is it? Today is Saturday. I didn't leave the house Friday. I didn't leave it Friday or Thursday. Wednesday. Oh shit, I don't remember the last day I left the house. So that's a problem. So I desperately needed to get out. I think it may be kind of soon for me to say this, but I think just in an effort to get more exercise in and to just also get out of the house, I think I might try to start walking, weather permitting, 2 to 3 times a week. Because the path that I took today was pretty easy and a little bit of a hill, so I was able to, work on the glutes and all that. And one side of the street is shaded, the other side isn't. So just my point is the trail that I took this time was pretty good. So I think I might make an effort to walk 2 to 3 times a week, weather permitting. I don't know how I'm gonna say, I don't know how I'll feel come July and, you know, when it gets super hot, but that's when you just walk at night. Whatever. I don't know. I'm saying it now. We'll see if I stick to it. So now I feel like sitting everywhere but my couch. I'll shower here in a little bit. Yeah. I guess this is how I'll end the vlog because nothing else going on. Chilling, obviously, for the night. I'll find something to watch on either Hulu or Netflix. I finished The Tiger King. I casually tried to mention, wow, what am I doing? I casually tried to mention that during my makeup tutorial, but then my camera cut off. So this thing is very uncomfortable right now. So I think I'm gonna try and watch I finished The Tiger King. One word, actually 3 words. What the fuck? I finished the Madam C.J. Walker story, and it's interesting because the podcast I was just listening to was talking to the great niece of Annie Monroe, which was Madam C.J. Walker's rival, and I think I'm saying her name right because they didn't use her exact name. No, I think her name was Annie Malone. Yeah, I think it was Annie Malone, and they tried to portray her as Addie Monroe. So my point is, I was listening to the podcast that I was listening to interview the great niece of the rival, well, not air quoting rival, because I do think they had a bit of a whatever. I watched. I've already watched Self-Made. I've watched Tiger King. I got to see what else is on Netflix. Like, now is the time for people to be putting stuff out because people are bored. Yeah, I finished High Fidelity. I finished 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Those are both on Hulu. I'm watching Dave, that show with Lil Dicky, who I never heard of until he did a song with Chris Brown. That show is pretty funny. I'm starting to rewatch Breaking Bad. I'm rewatching Scandal. So I'm just out here grasping for new stuff to watch. So if y'all have any recommendations, let me know. Okay, it's been 4 minutes and some change of me rambling. I'm literally rambling. I have nothing else to talk about. So I hope y'all are staying safe and sane. And I'll see you in another vlog. Bye.